Torbay Older Family Carers initiative supports people aged 60 and over living in Torbay and caring for a family member with a learning disability. Unfortunately, a lot of people were given a very poor prognosis right at the beginning and suggested that maybe their son or daughter should actually be put in an institution or taken away from them, which makes people very, very scared of social services. We try and reassure people that things are very different these days. The project is very much carer-led, so we do whatever the carers want us to do. Local MenCap have been very supportive and have helped us over the last couple of years, and we apply to small local charities as well, who also have been very, very helpful. And we also do some of our own fundraising.
I'm an older family carer myself, and I realised that something like this was needed, so I joined the steering group. I'm over 80 myself, and I'm still a carer. One of the main things that we started out to do was to find the hidden carers, because we knew there were a lot of people not in touch with services, but who needed this assistance to plan for basically their eventual demise. Being a carer of someone with a learning disability, there's no end to it, it never finishes. The person doesn't get better and things go back to normal. That is your situation. And there are extreme anxieties as you get older if you haven't got something in place for the person that you're caring for.
A life book is a really good way of capturing all that information, that often it's only the parent that really knows all that detail, and they might have a son or daughter with not great communication skills. So to be able to get all that captured so that in the future anyone else that's involved in the care will know that person, know their personality, their family history, what help and support they may need, and really get to know that person well. It's just a brilliant way of capturing person.
If your cared for has to go to some other place, some other institution, and when you die, it's a different life, the people that are then looking after them will be able to know what his experience has been and the sort of person he is, and so on and so forth. So it's a very useful tool which you can leave with your cared for person. It's only when you start to complete a life book that you realise how awkward some of the questions are, because families are quite complex and they don't all agree about how the cared for person life should continue.
It's never finished, the life book, because it's an ongoing thing, and we can spend several years. It can take a couple of years to put it together in the first place, and then there's ongoing updates after that.
Some of it needs changing, but this is some of the places where I've lived. That's my house now. My house a couple of years ago. This has all changed, you see. So this used to be my landlady, but it's not now. Where else? Things I play. I'll say what I like to do now. Things I like doing is going out. I would say going to the pub for a few drinks, being with my friends. I would say places I've been to. I've been on holiday a couple of times, and I put that in my life book.
Each month we have a tea and cake meeting, and the idea is for people to get together in friendly, comfortable surroundings, just enjoy each other's company, but also to get important information. And we regularly have speakers in to talk about issues relating to caring or learning disability.
The monthly meetings are a social event when we go out and we see the same people, and eventually you form friendships that you wouldn't have had. And they do make a big impact on your life, they really do.
Often when we're out socially, that's when people really open up, because when you're out and about, people are just honest, and if they really do want some support, then we can offer to tap into the right places for that for them.
It's been a godsend, literally, to me, because I'm on my own. I've been on my own with Sandra for a long time, and when it was time to make the decision for her to move on, it was only through the initiative that I was able to go around with my daughter and look at different places. You ring a number, you get an answer. You get a voice that you know, the person at the other end knows you, knows all about your family, and it's brilliant.
I really don't know what I would have done, and I mean this, without the Older Family Carers group, because I have no family support in this country, despite the fact that I've lived here for 48 years. And I've always managed. I've loved being a carer. I've cared for neglected children, I've cared for elderly, I've cared all my life. But it just all got too much because I didn't know where to go or what information I needed, or, you know, it was too much. And I thank God that the Older Family Carers were there, and they continue to be there, because there isn't a week goes by when we need them.
There's so much help available. You see, you don't know until you come forward. You feel so alone and you think, well, there's nobody there.
This association has helped me completely. And other people now should know.
We're an ageing population, so there's going to be more older carers and more older people with a learning disability. So it's a certainty that there's going to be people out there that we could help.